So I was totally planning on not vlogging today. Had a bunch of errands I had to do, not the least important of which got the vote in, very important. So after that, feeling a little bit inspired, think I'm gonna get out there, play some poker. So just came home, stopped in, grabbed the cameras. We're gonna do it. Here's the deal, here's the plan. The plan is to make this short video an even shorter session. Today is Tuesday, very important day of the week. Why is Tuesday important, you might ask? Because Tuesday means Taco Tuesday. So the plan is to get in there, get some hands in, and get out. We're going for that hit and run job today. And then we're gonna go find some tacos. And to make things even more interesting, we're not gonna play No Limit today. Nope, we're gonna take a crack at the great game of Pot Limit Omaha. Alright, so here's the deal with the PLO. You get 4 cards, which means you make more hands, which means it's more fun. Sometimes. It also means a lot more variance, which by definition is either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how it goes. For some reason, PLO just isn't that popular in Las Vegas, so there's really not that many places that spread PLO regularly. The Aria seems to be the spot for places that run it every single day. The Wynn gets it sometimes. I think my edge is definitely lower in PLO than it is in No Limit. So why would I play PLO, you might ask? Well, I guess just for variety's sake. It's always good to switch it up once in a while. A lot of times you will find the most action in the PLO games. And what did I mention in that other video? Variety is the spice of life. Alright, so new game just started. It's a 1-2 with a 5 bring in. It's right, as soon as these people get out of the way, it's right here on the rail. I'm just gonna chill on the low stakes, the 1-2, 5 bring in. Not tiny, but see how it goes. So my PLO analysis is not going to be as proficient as it is in No Limit Hold'em. Not that I'm some No Limit genius, but in PLO, definitely not an expert by any means. So that being said, open King, Queen, 10, 9 from under the gun +1 to 15. 3 diamonds hurts us a little bit, but not a huge deal. There's 2 calls, I think, maybe 3 calls, and the big blind, he pots it to $75. Folding seems a little too tight, so I call. My position isn't that great, considering all the callers in between, but folding's pretty boring, so I call. The flop comes 9-6-4 rainbow with 1 diamond. He's only got about 210 behind at this point. He sticks it in there. I don't think we can fold at this point. Flop top pair. Any of our 2 pair outs could easily be good. We're in fine shape against aces. It's tough for him to connect with that board too hard, where we're in terrible shape. And with the stack sizes that are left behind, seems like a fairly straightforward call. So I make the call. We decide to run it twice. The first board bricks out Jack 8. The second board comes 10-7, and I make 2 pair. He had ace, ace, king, something, and we chopped this one up.
Yeah, 2 pair and then a bottom.
So the under the gun position opens up for 15. There's a call. I decided to call on the button with my suited ace. Pretty marginal hand, but we're on the button. Folding is boring. How can you fold? So I call, and the small blind calls. Flop is a pretty big whiff, king 4-4 rainbow. So they all check to me. I decided to make a fairly non-standard play. I don't usually do this in PLO. I play pretty straightforward in PLO usually. But when they all check to me, it's somewhat hard for anybody to continue without a 4 or aces or kings full. So I decided to take a little stab at the pot. I feel like with the exact hand that I have, maybe I'm blocking a lot of hands that might contain a 4, some rundown hands that might have a 4 in them. I have no idea if that thinking is accurate or the proper way to be thinking in this spot, but I decided to take a small stab. I bet $25, which is less than half the pot. I figured maybe it's a profitable play if I bet that little and it happens to get through. And in this case, that's exactly what happens. Everybody folds. So once again, the under the gun position opens the pot for $15. There is one call, I think, and I call with king, king, deuce, deuce with 1 suit. Normally with pocket kings, not too much point in 3-betting unless you have really good kings. Kings with a second pair, not terrible, not amazing. So pretty good spot to try and set over set somebody. So I call, and there's 2 more calls behind me. Pot is $75. Flop is pretty favorable. Flop is king 4-3 with the flush draw that we don't have. It checks to me. I bet $50, fairly standard. It folds back to the initial raiser, who min raises it to $110. And then it folds back to me again. Pretty good situation, I would say. He's only got maybe another $110 behind, something like that, a little over that maybe.
He doesn't know he has
only one move, get it all in. He calls right away. And again, we agree to run it twice. He ends up having something like ace, king, 5-3, something like that. I think he flopped 2 pair, so pretty good flop. He's in terrible shape. We run it twice, but pretty tough for him to find a win there. And we hold. Easy game. Good, Thanks. In for 300, out for 610 in about an hour. Hit and run accomplished. Let's go get some tacos. East Fremont, definitely my favorite part of town to go out in. If we're going out at night, usually coming down here.
Alright, so chilling here at Park on Fremont. Awesome spot for Taco Tuesday. Just barely caught the kitchen. They were about to close. Got the taco order in. Tacos are on the way. So I'm not usually one to hit and run like that. Just actually barely made it out of the apartment and I barely made it to the poker room today. So wanted to just kind of keep the momentum going with these videos and the sessions and everything. So the hit and run job, definitely better than nothing. I'll put in a proper PLO session at some point. Today wasn't that day, but we'll definitely get back into the PLO action soon. It'd be cool if there was more PLO games that would run regularly in Vegas, but like I said, there's only really a handful of games that go. I'm not sure why it's not more popular here in Vegas, but No Limit Hold'em is still the game of the day here in Vegas. It's probably actually for the best. I think I like to pretend that I'm better at PLO than I really am. The tacos are here, so I gotta go.